Hey guys, welcome back to MYC Uncensored. So today I'm here again. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. But if you don't know, my name is Sophia, and today I'm going to be talking about chronic illness because chronic illness is a bitch, and I'm talking from a perspective that has been brought down by it, been struggling with it for the last, I would say, 3 years. And I'm going to be sharing my story about chronic illnesses and my experience and how it impacted my placement experience. So I'm a 23-year-old girl, and from the outside, I look healthy. I look normal. But the reality is some of my organs aren't so, I say normal, but aren't so healthy. So back in 2020 October, I had my first endometriosis surgery. And if you don't know what endo is, it's pretty much if you get a period, some of the blood attaches to other organs, and it's pretty much like scar tissue and it builds up. And there's 4 stages. I found out that I had stage 3, which was pretty bad, honestly. Unfortunately, endo spread to my bowels, and from that surgery, I have never been the same in my stomach. Now, we don't know what caused my second chronic illness, but my second chronic illness is called gastroparesis, meaning I have a partially paralyzed stomach. So I have been dealing with this for the last 3 years in and out of hospital while still balancing uni and work. And honestly, it's been quite difficult, especially this last year, because unfortunately, I got so unhealthy and so unwell that I ended up in the hospital. Hence why you young people didn't see me, because I was really unwell. I guess when you reach rock bottom with your health, it puts things into perspective, and it made me realize how much I want to continue this path of working with young people, but also sharing my story, because I know at least one of you guys can relate, and if you can't relate, I know you can probably know one person who suffers with their health. And I guess me sharing my story is just to help you guys understand that someone might look healthy on the outside and appear to be okay, but on the inside, they literally feels like they're dying inside. And so basically, due to my health, I had to go to online for placement because I physically couldn't come in. I wasn't able to drive. I could barely walk myself, do anything for myself. And now, a month and a half later, I'm sitting back in this podcast room and I'm like, wow, there was a time that I thought I wouldn't be sitting here. And I'm so happy and it feels so good to be back. But unfortunately, this is going to be probably my last podcast because this is my last day of placement. And it's a bit bittersweet because I feel like I've formed such good connection between the workers and also you guys. And I feel like I've been able to learn and grow and change as a person. And that's all to you guys, honestly, because I think most of you guys realize that I wasn't your average person and noticed some things, and I could share my story but spread awareness, and it made me feel welcomed and accepted. And I just wanted to say thank you to the people who came into the center, but also to the people who've been listening to the podcast. For uni, I had to show evidence of what I did. And I did over 10 podcasts and I had so much fun with it. And yeah, thank you for listening and, listening sometimes to me talking shit. Yes, shit, but it's okay. We have fun. And I guess the point of this podcast is to say, you don't know what someone's going through. And if you're the person who's going through chronic illness, I promise it's going to get better. You might not see it at the time, but you'll look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I did it. I got this done. And for that, I commend you. And even if things take slower, so for example, all my uni friends have finished their placement and they've been done for a month. And I'm just finishing my placement and it's mid-November, right? But slow and steady wins the race, and it's okay to be a bit behind compared to everyone else, because at the end of the day, it's still going to get done and you're still going to achieve your goals in your own way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you got something out of it. And yeah, I hope you guys continue listening to the podcast. And as usual, you can always send anonymous questions or tips and tricks, what you want. And I'm sure you guys will be able to hear more of the podcast. Anyway, bye guys.